Hi everybody, welcome to Stamp and Peace with Mary Nave. Today is October 21st and it is Eclipse Day. Are you planning to watch? I myself did not get the Eclipse classes, so I will not be able to look directly at it. However, I think I will be spending some time outside so I can see the darkness and the various shadows and perhaps even some stars in the sky. I'm in Cincinnati, so they are telling us we'll get about 90% of the total eclipse. So I'm kind of excited about that. So this is my version of an eclipse card, and I'm going to show you how to make it. And with this, I used a technique that uses rubbing alcohol that you probably have in your bathroom or somewhere in your home, and the Daffodil Delight re-inker from Stampin' Up. Okay. Before we get to the technique though, I do want to tell you that this project or this card features the Pocket Full of Sunshine bundle. It's a lot of fun to work with. I love both the stamps and the framelit set together. And this can be found in our annual catalog. Here are a couple of cards I've made recently with that bundle. Just love it. And my Stamp Club members made this one, I believe. And then we did this summary one in a class recently. So great for sending a little bit of cash or gift cards, and just makes a fun card. Today I'm going to use Daffodil Delight cardstock measuring 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and I scored at 4.25 inches on the long side. My basic black cardstock measures 5 inches by 3.75. And finally, I have a piece of our new, well, kind of new. Stampin' Up! Used to carry this glossy paper many years ago, and they brought it back. I'm so excited. It's really fun to work with. But my glossy paper is 4.75 by 3.5 inches. And I will have these dimensions noted on my August 21st blog post. So that's where you can look for them if you didn't catch them so quickly here. In addition to that, I've punched 2 basic black circles from the 1.75 inch circle punch, okay? Now, what I want to tell you is that one of these circles is actually going to be used as a guide and it's going to be thrown away, and the other will be the one that's actually adhered to our card, okay? So first things first, let's get to the technique, okay? You'll want to use a piece of scrap paper under your cardstock. Looks like I've got a little bit of black on my thumb there. But anyways, you will need a cotton ball. The first thing you want to do is put a generous amount of rubbing alcohol on your cotton ball. Next, you're going to put about 2 drops, maybe 3, whoops, I'll just dab that up, of re-inker on it, so it looks like that. And now you want to place one of those black circles on the glossy paper, kind of as your guide, okay, where your sun, your eclipse is going to be. And now I'm just going to make sun rays on that glossy cardstock, okay? The reason we use rubbing alcohol is because it dries so very quickly, okay? We would not be able to do this with water, and especially on the glossy paper to get this effect, okay? So now I've got my rays. You can do as much or as little as you want. You can make them look more solid if you want, or fill in the gaps by keep on going. Okay, now I'm going to lift this circle off. That was my scrap. Okay, and I've got this white circle left. I really want to make the edge of this circle a little bit brighter and bolder than the rest of the rays, so I'm going to add some more re-inker. And I've kind of squished my cotton ball, and I'm just going to do this around, kind of, so the ink is pretty heavy around the outside of that circle. Okay, and you can kind of drag it out a little bit too, so it blends in a bit better. Okay. Okay, so now that we've done this part, you want to set this aside to dry. And I don't need that scrap paper anymore, but while that's drying, we can go on to the next step. You'll need your scrap of silver foil sheet and your Stampin' Up! Black archival ink, as well as the eyeglass stamp from the Pocket Full of Sunshine stamp set. I'm going to ink this up very well, stamp it onto the silver sheet. Okay, and it's kind of spotty, so I'm just going to take my Stampin' Right basic black marker and kind of color that in. Okay, and that does happen sometimes. I've been making several of these, and perhaps it's because I have not cleaned it off, cleaned off the stamp in between so much, so it's getting kind of cakey on there, because this basic black ink is pretty heavy, and it is archival, so great for using in your scrapbooks. Okay, so I have that. Okay, and I am going to heat set this just to be sure that it dries thoroughly, and also it helps it dry more quickly if I use my heat tool. Okay, and again, you can fill in and color the black lenses more afterwards, but I'm just going to go ahead with the process here so we can complete the project. Notice I said we complete the project. I guess I assume that you're going to turn this video off and make one yourself. So I hope you give it a try on this fun Eclipse Day. I know a 6-year-old little girl whose birthday is today, so it's extra special because it is Eclipse Day. Her mom even found her a solar system skirt to wear on her birthday, which I thought was a lot of fun. Her mom is a teacher. Okay, now before I put this through my Big Shot, I want to make sure that I have this lined up really well and it doesn't move. So I'm just using some washi tape I have on hand to put that framelit in place. And when I do this, I like to keep the washi tape on the framelit and the outer edge of the paper instead of on the stamped image. Okay. Now I would simply run this through my Big Shot, and by the magic of video, I already have that done. So now we're ready to put the whole card together. So I'm going to gather all my pieces here. The first thing you want to do is use your snail to put the black circle on that glossy paper that we did the re-inker and rubbing alcohol technique on. And then this will be adhered to the basic black cardstock. Just want to center it there so it has a nice even border. And finally, I'm going to put this on the front of my Daffodil Delight card base. Okay, and I'm going to finish off by using a couple of dimensionals. One of my staples in my craft room is the Stampin' Dimensionals, and I love that we now also carry them in a mini size. Even I like those even better. Oops, I see I smudged a little bit. Actually, so maybe I'll make my glasses go this way to cover up that smudge that I just got on there with my fingers. Okay, so there you have it, another Eclipse card. Lots of fun. And wasn't that technique quite easy? Okay, it's easy, inexpensive. You just need your reinkers and some rubbing alcohol and a cotton ball. And then you are all set for making that fun technique. I hope you enjoyed this. Please comment at the bottom of my post, and I hope you will share it with other card makers as well. Have a wonderful day and enjoy this Eclipse Day. Let me know how you were able to view it where you are. Thank you.